Okay. Section soft.
Dunganronpa.
Let's continue where we left off.
Okay.
Individual going by way of them justice. Whoever hiding that costume would be whoever is hiding that costume is the one who killed Hifumi. But wait, someone on third floor, right? And back in the hall. How do you end up in the nurse's office? You not saying then he like teleported or something.
Are you okay with
right?
this?
We can figure that part out later. Right now, we need the others. You're right.
So then,
should we go? Yeah, snap out of it. Huh? Are you okay, Hinata? Sorry, I'm not sure I can move right now. I'm feeling kinda. That's the problem. You can't just leave Hina here. I'll go and tell the others. You stay here with Hina. Very well, I will leave you to it then. Okay, I'll be back soon. I try to sound convincing, upbeat, but I still haven't stopped trembling for whatever I just saw. Everyone go down the fourth floor. I have to hurry. This is where everyone is chasing this individual. Where he's headed. Plus what's wrong? That rather news being from you. A Tom, his strange costumed man, ran off and as you and I screamed, I was walked the stairs, further down in the hallway, and he ran off down the hallway, way back to the hallway. Alright, so this is what this always in this. Here? No. No. But this is what's that. Right. So much. here. I lifted the hallway door. When I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the dead that they waiting for me to greet me. Another pool. There was another pool of his own blood. Taka was dead.
Dunganronpa.
Hey. Ifumi's body was discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body was in the equipment room. Oh, and there's two nightmares, one right after another. Then it wasn't. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. The true nightmare is this reality. The reality I have faced to face every day, but still. Why this is? Coco. I actually just saw the blood. The blood? On the Coco. Here, blood, huh? We have to try to wake her up. No. We tried everything to wake her up, but no luck. Just leave you here for now. Just like you said. For now. Damn it. Why is this happening? Another hammer. Just as hammer 4 is bigger than before. This is a suspicious individual responsible for killing.
However.
4. What do you mean? Sluts were attacked by Justice Hammer 1 and Hifumi we just hit 2. But why this Justice Hammer 4? What happened to number 3?
What?
What's the matter? Meant Justice Hammer 3.
What?
Just madden me. Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one who's been killed. He's dead too.
Hey!
Hifumi has been killed?
I see.
Yeah. Which is why you can get us. And we
Damn.
gotta go check it out. Of course, come on! Dunganronpa. And I rushed out of the physics lab. Out the physics lab. Oh! Plus, aren't you supposed to be waiting in this office? Something has come up. Dead. Like, that's not all. He's gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared. Hifumi's body has disappeared. What?
What did you say?
What are you talking about? It just disappeared. Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious? What is happening here? And we're back to the nurse's office. I can't leap down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I rushed to the nurse's office and completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes. His body was just here a few minutes earlier. He just disappeared. Me and Celeste went to the bathroom. Only gone for a minute. And then we went
Indeed.
back. This must be the culprit. They must carried the body somewhere away. They must be really enjoying this. The sight. I was just standing around, frightened, confusion. We're all gonna die here. We're gonna die just like those.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe another body will
Why?
just disappear. Fortunately, we had 2 motors now. One body has been taken away. This is unnatural. Hold on, what do you mean 2 motors? Taka, he has been killed. We found him in the
No
equipment.
way!
It can't be. Tonka too? This can't be. It can't be. No. No.
Hina.
Hina, calm down. We are gonna die. All of us. They are gonna kill us. All of us. Then who might target Togo?
What?
She's still unconscious. She didn't have a choice. She passed out and refused to wake up.
Damn.
She's still unconscious. Wait, so she's still up there? And she said, why? That annoying little nuisance that cleansed me whenever I go. I'd rather better off
Bastard!
You bastard! Calm down. Don't forget about it. You only... Calm down. Don't forget about it. Don't you? You forgot about it, didn't you? You don't have to blame me. Everyone stop playing back. Boy, I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die too. Bakira, there's something happening to her. I'll never forgive you. Yeah, but she can't die. If the kill her, then kill her, we violate the rules. Because Monokuma said you only can kill the maximum 2 people. You can't kill 3, because she's safe. Isn't that a good movement, both these? We got Phil. Doko. Thank God you're okay. But what do I notice? Something different in the room. It was gone. Tucker's body, which had been right here, has disappeared. This can't be happening! Wait, all these hallucinations? All of these? All of this or something? No, it's not hallucinations. I know, I saw it before. I know what I'm seeing now. It wasn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What are you saying? Togo has
Stop
disappeared too?
talking.
I thought... Stop saying disappeared. Didn't vanish until now. Otherwise, whoever did this would be hiding the body. But why would they do this? Could be possibility, be imagining. Anyway, costume suspects clearly continue disposing of his squeeze. We didn't want to catch him before he killed us all.
Not possible.
I don't think you have to worry about that. Huh? Who could be possibly be responsible for killing, hiding these dead bodies? Keeping me dead, carried out. When everyone is together.
It is so.
On the floor. I thought that we split into 2 groups. And now this time we can go as a group to nurse's office. In other words, the only 2 suspects could have been Hiro and Hariko. I was still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi with Celeste. This means what was attacked. No question. She's in the dining hall with us. Maybe enemy defending her. Perhaps she would love. That's not it at all. That's not it at all. Well, anyway, yes, I do. Yes, I do accept Kyoko's
Let's
alibi.
see.
Which means the suspect involved in looking no other than Hiro. It means that no mortals. Mortal. Congratulations, very clear about that. Like the rules can say you're going to kill
That's right.
people. As long as that rule is in place, it won't be a if you break that rule.
Shing!
I noticed it. I Mincia. We're gonna chip your pasta. By the way, did you know that fish plate can also rather be just like shrimp or crab?
Let's
Indeed.
see.
So 2 people have been killed. No possibility
Perhaps.
anymore. So you know the beginning, didn't you, Bianca? Which means Toko never was in danger. I still meant what I said before without it. I still meant what I said. I better off.
In other
without
words.
it, though. Anyway, with that in my mind, we now can relax and search 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed, and the killed bodies have been hidden. The only one without the alibi could have done this is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved, in that case,
What?
where does she go? What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies. Or little nailed. Or little nailed. Can't move
So
forward.
then,
Very well, then let's split up. There's nothing you need to be afraid of. No memorials will take place during this phase.
I mean,
I know that, but you know. Thank me. Then let's get moving. All of you are something. Back at left field, try to find bodies. Okay. You're locked.
Damn.
When he that have disappeared, what happened after that?
huh?
What are those bodies disappeared to? Okay. There. Why are you just standing here? Why are you just standing here? I found them. You feel me? Open. I've been. I already told Hina. We need to go on ahead. When we spawned. That was the size. Look at that. Look at that. I had no idea where they said it was. I opened the door. When I entered, I saw the 2 bodies have been gag before my Yes, what I saw was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwaving reality. And then I heard the announcement for the second time. Ding dong bing bong!
A body has been discovered. A certain amount of time, which you may use however, will begin.
And so here we are. Give you the Dunganronpa file. So you find at that time. I forgot to mention. It was so. It was out of tune. It was
Stop
right.
talking. It's
Punishment
over
is
already.
waiting for you.
Now makes you fall, but better in my here. For
See
the
ya
question.
later.
Okay, later.
Well, now a dead body. That's let's just.
Hold on. Calm.
That's terrible.
The dead are gone forever. They never come in. This is just too awful.
You know, suddenly balls and teals. She clenched Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this?
Why?
Why?
Who do this?
Why?
Oh, there's voice acting now. Come. Loud. Leered with tears falling from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheek. This was some that the words made me believe this might be the Hifumi who had opened his eyes. But it wasn't moving. It wasn't.
He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? That's right. Remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you.
There's nothing useful to offer us.
The light, it's reaching out like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember. Their name. Yasuhiro.
He closed his eyes, and then never opened again. Death, at the second time. Absolutely unmentionable death. No matter how the heinous to his face, since no second miracle, rarely this usually fancy tears can't do a person's
Honestly.
You have no tears, dude. No blood in your veins. No plasma in your bones. At least you have
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of your way to make us believe he's a name. Now this new boring. You said Yasi.
Perhaps.
Yasi here. Hejimego. Probably
So, in
to-
other words,
In that case, the case is solved. So, and even so, Takan is hiding their bodies. You know that it's hiding behind Max and using. Okay, music's too loud. A battle. Those hiding their face behind the Max and using a bunch of giant wooden hammers. They're gonna be
What
hero.
is this?
It's true. I can't forgive him. We friends.
And you gotta track down the culprit and rattle a life and death game here. Although his life or death trial is trouble. Yes, he looks away. Is it going to begin? We are already going through this once more time. Already accepted it. I had no choice but go along with this. And when I survives, I have to do it. The victory for me, Yadama. For me, Yadama and Kyotoro is teaching me. Cause of death, each with a blow to the head. Although it was thought they both killed with a similar weapon.
Very strange.
That's it. Yeah, pretty strange. Got least information this time before. Then there's no problem with been the case for eyes. Happened maybe.
Well,
There's something that is bothering me. Been missing for quite a while. She's very or alibi less and Hifumi were attacked. But when I killed her own, they had accomplice. An accomplice. Don't be rude, I'm here to answer your question. We're talking about accomplice, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before. The trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So, in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
so basically, you can accomplish if you want, but there'd be no benefit.
Oh then.
So anyway, no one will work together this time.
hey,
Sorry, I can't answer that. If it would be free exchange or free exchange of information between you guys. I want to make sure you don't forget no matter how much you might assist. Only the blackened can graduate. The contest
So
gets
in other
nothing.
words,
In that kilo, right?
well,
Normal.
Okay, let me take my fun being clear.
Shinbag.
Okay, the last try you'll need. You will need. You make
extreme!
the one sure the plot put into action. Second person for exclamation. Now let's head to the final battle between y'all and the black and good luck. Your contestants.
An accomplice wouldn't benefit from it. Then I can see what Kyoko continued. After all, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. If this is long admitted in this case, I don't matter. Let's check the investigation. I have absolutely no doubt Hiro is responsible. But before beginning, I expected it can't hurt to put you this information. You know, I think we should consider looking someone especially just in case becomes the motor being.
What? I'm affected. When did you? I've been looking all over you, master.
When I woke up,
Anyway, you milk.
milk.
Gotta be kidding!
Why?
What do you mean?
What?
What do I'm expecting every I'm expect guests. Special guest when every time I have an alibi. So what? I'm a special guest every time I have an alibi, you know.
Right about that. Keeping me screamed with me, and the body of this Peter was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body was aside. I can't imagine Hikumi's body.
Side, I can move. When I make a move, I'm not gonna kill someone.
When no one, no one.
Just
I mean, a motorcycle.
Zane!
That's no kind of thing you speak out.
See.
No topic. Done bodies before. And this appeal
So
again.
then,
Nina and I can handle that. If you don't. Sure, I actually don't. I actually use this in the investigation.
It's all
anyway.
clear now.
Then let us begin. This whole thing is so strange. I bet all of it has an alibi, so figure out who did this. Obvious, right? But maybe just me. I don't think it's gonna be that as straightforward as it seems. Might come off your truth bullet or section of your handbook. Hand was different sizes thing on the wall. Some more melts. Could the desert handle be designed using these models? Either way, the handles they are covered in the powder. Wait, for some reason this one isn't dirty at all, and it looks wet and somewhat washed recently. Spotless added to Truth Bullet student handbook. Okay, do another movie. We found just body equipment room, which means you used to kill him. Lay on his body. Critical move to psychotic. Use to Taka's body. That way, no blood was left behind while the body was moved. Blue top was at the end. The dolly, yes, it was. Oh, if it awkward to lie down. No. Wait. Well, there wasn't any equipment. It would be fun to tap his body. This wheel. The blood stain on it. Definitely unlocked, and the store can only be unlocked from the inside. But clearly. Once you're locked, yeah. Henry's body is lay on the floor. Is really big body. I mean, on Earth with the killer able to move so big. When they over nurse's office, is the on the fourth floor and without how in the hell? No good. I can think about it later. For now, I need to do the investigation for Hippo myself. Remember, certainly, Hippo's injury was also blow to the head. Probably just an M3, which is lying on the fourth floor in the nurse's office. Oh, wait. Something's off. Something about Devin in the nurse's office. This is his body right now. Let's check this. The glasses in the nurse's office. But now it's completely clean. That means someone wiped his glasses off. But who would do that and why? What else?
so then.
Yeah. Morning. Kill. Oh, no, there's in the body. Showed up the. Look at them. 8 o'clock. Soon we could have been killed. After that, Celeste. In the rec room on the third floor. This question is the 7 power and the walls. Now we condo just after 7. Based on the picture, that's the last stop we disappeared with the strange costume. Was Robo Justice. So Robo Justice dragging the heap him away. We meet Toko and we find in the library in the second. We took him down to the nurse's office on the fourth floor. We leave the nurse's office. shadow, moving up the stick. Bit of this plane. You head back to him like that. Green. You made it. Plus the strong. You. Man. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? What's that? Something. Go back. Oh, you got people who trust with me. You back on go. Corpse, and then the body took them. Leave me alone. Let me me alone. I headed back to until the other would happen. At the same time, that the body was discovered in the equipment room. Tiffany and Tucker were both discovered. Wait, no. Because I remember hearing them fighting them right after finding Tucker. That new told you even we have been killed, right? You, me, and Byakuya all headed back to Nova's office. Leaving Tokyo behind who had fainted. We soon left the physics lab. We went to last lives unusual. Different body we had. The host of this discovered this corp has gonna be happening. Is recently or something. This time missing at the same time, less found bodies. We discovered the 2 bodies be vandalized. Then begins up right.
However,
right now, looks like back very time.
So,
Makoto is about something. The responsibility. We can talk about these. I should forget. We can look around. When we got here, the laboratory was locked. Locked. The predicate. Surely someone could beat us here. And why? And now, window. This is the same thing. The door is unlocked with just bodies. Again, the door is wide open. Just looking here. Yeah, inside means window. Can I leave now? Oh no! Okay, look, the last thing is him. Daddy killed it. I see how anyone can't think of any the witnesses. Otherwise, he would attack the motor. It disappeared. Even one of us had an alibi. You see from me said when he died.
So, in other words,
his name. That makes no one to assume else. Okay, but did he really do it? Otherwise, what's weird? The blue costume. Maybe he thought we had a safe outfit. His costumes. See, you kind of dumb.
what?
Someone. What's that? Bothers you? And what's that bother you about the case? Oh no. Oh, a few other things. Try to hide the body. We couldn't find the body or investigation. But in that case, it's pretty easy. Again, it comes back to the fact Corporal was a moron. Really? All that? The other thing that's been bothering me. Why kill? What? You say you can kill 2 people and get away with it. Kill someone, get away with it. You can kill someone and get away with it. Graduate, right? So if you kill number of kill number. So if you the kill, and you number one is like the number one priority is not to get caught, means more chances you get. Well, perhaps. I see what this means. Is everything okay? Don't talk, not friends. Huh? What was that attitude? You have my
Goodbye.
attention. Thanks, I might have some fun with this. Might have fun with this after all. Figure out something. What the? Gotta go on you somewhere. Maybe it's just somewhere else. The place is like office, great man. Okay, I'm done in here. I'm gonna check the equipment. I'm trying to find a heathen. Not a heathen. Kiddo. Must be a clue in here somewhere. Dolly. Yeah. Okay, there I come from this mission. Taka's body. Yeah, Taka's body was moved with the dolly. Yeah, some helps. Okay, Toko. What is going on? Okay, body.
What?
Would you probably the passed out? Ultimately offense. Okay. Suspicion has been confirmed too. His body was carried by a dolly, by Hifumi. Wings and under. When that big. Third floor, without leaving a single drop of it. And even a short amount of time, no less. Back. Okay, I took the blood stain. I took the blood stain. That's not me. You know, my behind somewhere. But you.
Let's see.
How about me? Wound.
Yeah.
Correct. You. Wall. Bathroom. It's gone. Going more than a minute or two, though. Said something. Well, moved in the time. What minutes is? I haven't paused. Inside the cloth. Glass cloth. Kept on it. But it's also cotton. Yeah.
Huh?
Trash. Cleaning cloth belongs. Well, it belongs to must have what blood on. Do something like that. My. Have this song. So this you. This for you. I've been looking for you. You have? Oh, who did it? It's not meant. It's not. That's not you meant to. It's not like you meant to, but it ended up making this. Okay, but it didn't otherwise. Industry didn't need. check Hifumi's room, Hiro's room. And also, you can see the in the dining hall. There's whoa. Hiro is no metal. You remembered well. Remarkable. So,
All clear now.
it's clear, right? Yeah. Frozen. Oh no, I did not wrote this note. Any
Goodbye.
explanation. Goodbye. Yes, Hiro. Okay, message. Resume. Okay, it's on the end of the hall. It was. Okay, let's see what is Zoom. Zoom. It's kind of stuff. Boxes. Different. Stuff made to look like this is Hiro's room. But wait, the blueprints. Handwriting. This. News! Big news! What's wrong? Kyoko! Huh? Wait. I was done. I wasn't done.
Just a second!
What about you?
Okay.
The costume. Anyway, the pool on the second floor. Okay, had to. But there. Go there.
I mean...
And. Phew, man. I had the worst day.
Huh?
Here?
Odo?
Dude! Who else would I be?
Huh?
That's a good question. Why do I look like this? To come along, remodeled me while I was asleep? Was it the Illuminati? I asked Kyoko for details. If we will. My positive attacked me.
Right.
And jammed into a pool locker. It looked like he was deep, so I kicked him and.
Don't be mean!
You can't believe you kicked me! Like, I don't. Something. That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, maybe not this time. Disappeared all of a sudden and
Wow.
not a trace. There's something that I check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't.
It's
Never
nothing.
mind.
Hey,
Never mind. More importantly, you said that, but she doesn't have any idea. Yeah, a few people might spine
And?
on the mastermind. Of course, Hiro, let me explain why
I
you
mean-
just like that. Oh, well, I mean, I had no idea. One thing now was I sleep. I didn't even know what happened. I woke up and then this, I was here. I don't care. Something, the costume, it pains me.
Huh?
You look.
Let me out of here!
I don't know. Oh, what's up with this thing? But I can't actually get this thing off. Will help? Why make something I can't take off?
You got it all wrong!
I didn't make that this friggin'
it would
thing.
seem...
Yes, a caps in the back keeping you in and off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get this on by yourself. But I had no choice. I had to help you. We took the costume off slowly, and we were able to get you out of the suit. A few minutes, actually, we got it off piece by piece. Woohoo! Free at last! This is kind of weird, pathetic. It's weird how pathetic this dude is, you know.
So then,
More importantly, nobody but Hiro was able to wear the costume. Wait, hold on
honestly,
a second. Don't bother me trying to act innocent. The blueprints were found
Is
in
that
you as
okay?
well. Other words, obvious to everyone that you made the costume. Sure, saw the it's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah,
could
me
it
too.
be...
The obvious, then the one who put the costume. And the
That's terrible!
It's Hero. Shall we
Just
gang
the
up on him?
worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him.
What?
It's time to tie me up. Hold on, guys. I think
That's
we're
right.
leaving it too far. Maybe he's sus. He may be a suspect, but he doesn't deserve foul treatment. Yeah, I mean. Ted, Lupus, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You can't talk your way out of this one. It's been decided. You killed him. What killed who? I don't get what you're talking about. There must be a fake kid or
What are you saying?
Only one. You can wear that costume. Who else could possibly be attacked?
What the heck?
Oh, how do you know I'm the only one? Maybe we should try the costume to fit anyone else to do it for me. Fine. You're gonna be a little joke about it. I will. Without him, but we each started Dunganronpa costume for justice.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took off the costume. Back off again.
Ah.
Well, we all have excuses. No, see, cause your girl costume for the guy then. Makoto, go ahead. Okay. I just myself picked up the piece of the floor and put them on. Oh, good. Now arms are too long.
Just a second.
This. See, told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. This costume was made to fit Hero, but Hero's body.
But
And another costume must have been look the same, but fits
Honestly.
them. If you insist, find the details and show us this evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim another suit, yes? Then they must be finding out. Show us. What the heck?
Worst.
Who cares? Hero, without a doubt, has without an alibi doing this whole
That's
thing.
terrible.
Which means we know it's him.
What?
I mean, is this really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone please, tell me?
What the heck?
I don't know. There's no talking your way out of this one. You did it. Everyone knows it.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, I am supposed to understand. I'm I think we figure out someone that's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, was it? Well, 2 people have been killed. Taka and
What?
But 2
Just the
people?
worst.
Why are you freaking out?
Please!
I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2... Hold on a second. If those 2...
How about that?
And
So
I know
then-
who did it. Tell us. Taka and Hifumi will find out alter
I'm at
ego,
least
right?
30% right.
Which means alter ego Chiko must
Correct.
have done it. I see that.
Please!
Unfortunate. Stop trying to trick us and admit you did it, okay? I'm Tim. You did it all
Oh,
along.
so then.
Oh, I know the note. Last night, I slept with people under my door. And they said, maybe a way to escape. Come on, find out. So don't tell anyone. Let's meet in the rec room. Yeah. I think I remember I was going to the rec room, and the reason I fell asleep. The killer dragged
Just
me or
the
something.
worst.
Not a
So-
chance. No, hold on. That couldn't be into. Onto. No, he could be onto something. He knows his office. Have mechanicals that could do that. Huh? What? Really? I told you something. Someone tried to set me up. Secret message. Chance to escape. Someone wrote that to trick me. Give my shoe. You must be the dumb fish who bait piece in the bait to float around. Whatever, being trapped for so long I couldn't even know. I can't even lie how I got stuck up. After being trapped in here for so long, even if you know, it was like you still gotta check. They might die. Chance to get out of here. They did me. I still don't be mean.
Just a second.
Show you the note. It's my pleasure. They have my
No way.
looks like I lost it. Please, you gotta believe me. I want to fly. As I said before, if you won't want us to believe you, must provide evidence. If you can't show us the note, have no particular showing the issue of the claim without it to believe you. But what the heck? For serious? Now then we just can resume the investigation. There's no time to wait before the class trial begins. Why do you need to keep investigating? We all know who did it. Why? Why did he kill him? Why did he tell us? No, it's like
Just
I
the
said.
worst.
It was really was it really giving the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, must be. You must be totally broke. That's right. Wait, that's a false account. Someone help me. That's just thankful we haven't found him. That just be thankful we haven't bound you and ganged up on you. You have no time. If you have no time to tell us, yell and carry on. If you have no time to short for evidence, we need to look for the second note. Feet don't fit me now. I guess we better get up on guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jill Jack to switch with me, but if Sakura got into a fight, we had a couple in our hands. So maybe everyone pull away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. Looks like I got a light start on this one. So I need to make up some ground. No, I don't mind helping. You can promise me something. Later. When we have time.
Why is that?
Disappeared. No.
Anyway.
I need your help. If you don't mind. Will you?
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now shall we go?
Hey.
So, Makoto, first we need to find an example of corpse. Examine the corpse. I can't believe I'm hearing the girl the same age as me. Dead bodies who don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more than evil than living. Wouldn't you agree? How am I about to answer? Anyway, let's hurry up before the class trial begins. Yeah. Okay, before you show me the bodies out. Okay, time to go to the third floor. First, we need to save. Saving. Save. Yes, alright. Okay, then, yeah, breathe. Yep. Taka. One moment, Kyoko. One moment, Kyoko seemed to good. Only for a
So
moment.
then,
Then she'll get shouted. Next, Taka, without hesitation, and begin poking and
Ew.
the body. Of course, right, they would kill using some more weapon. Movements were smooth. She was so calm. Things actually made me feel more comfortable.
I see.
Hold on, I found something.
Hey.
You did? The witch watch Taka used on his hand.
Whew.
Did? You're so observant to people around you. Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not. Anyway, at least it.
So
Like you said
then,
about a watch. Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hand is not moving. Looks like you're broken in the center. I think notice you just passed 6 o'clock. That means the broken one
That's
just
right.
after 6. Last night the Taka wasn't broken. Hey you. No, you're waiting. It's 10. That time for girls.
in other words,
So 10. 10 last night. Must have broken on. Well, having 6 this morning.
however,
And that's not a take out his left hand. He's grabbing something. That's right. something in
Makoto.
there. Can you try to fight it out with me?
because
Roger Mount Chody and set the boys better. Settle man label. Okay. Must have didn't want to grab Taka's cold dead hand. Ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to begin to stop beating. After some effort, I'm finally able to free the object from tightly clenched fist.
hey,
It's a piece of paper. That was in his left hand. This kind of paper doesn't seem
Is
much
that
of a clue.
right?
What about that? Taka
so then,
his body perhaps. Now perhaps be more clues on its own. So he's checked this. Oh,
indeed,
anything? Well, honest, look at this. He even was stuff in his pants, so he only assumed it was hidden. Yeah, you see? In his pants, was Jim and pants. In his sack or something. I didn't know
Hey.
what that mean. Anyway, let's open it. A note. I found a out. Find out. So don't tell anyone. Let's meet up in the equipment room at 6. Maybe we use to escape.
so,
That's something feeling, just like what Hiro said.
however,
It was true. Although not exactly the same. Last night, weird note. He said, gonna hold maybe use to escape when I come and can't find 1. Time is different. He told us to meet at 1. And this said
Is
meet at
that
6. Hold on, he really has. Hold on, it was just he told me he had the note. Doesn't it mean for him?
so,
Oh, the note been torn off. It means more.
hey,
Think more carefully. Cover the table so tightly.
so then,
An idea, maybe we just
hey,
and the why we should tell the one more thing. 2 victims, 2 different times. They the handbook. The handbook had nothing. Hello, the motive they were killing in the first place. So you're saying I don't know a thing how the handbook.
Is
this
that
time,
right?
If you don't have anything, think about them. I have gone mentioned. Like I said, they will help to carry out help. They won't use to help carry out the mortals. Maybe a point level. No. The handbooks may play the role. Handbooks play the role. I don't think I understand. Difficult things and how to keep that in mind. Ding dong, bing bong.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like ash of a soul. And so, with no everyone at the U spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose we'll investigate when we come to the end. You have to figure out the rest yourself, and then come...
Shall we go?
You're right. Better get going. Oh, okay. Okay. Everyone, the Monica is launched. And then we'll get in the door. And
Monokuma appears!
Hello.
Wrong!
Nope, not. I'm in so fast. It looks like I'm multiplied.
you always tell which one.
Boy, tough crowd.
Not playing along. Okay,
Hey,
fine. Hey, everyone.
They ready to go? The pulse of the
plan train, the elevator. Let's get going there.
Let's go.
Okay, shall we go?
Please!
Hold on. And then
Hex!
I told you I didn't do.
that reminds me. Do you find at the class? That's right. Let's get down the fourth place. Story begins. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with this. Whoever who's still alive, and the two people who lost their lives. Don't know what killed Hifumi. Be one of us. One here. With begin walking towards the elevator. Once everyone was, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. And the became to the house. And the mouse became cheese. I don't really care. I don't really care about that. I just want to get the class trial and get this video over.
When I see already that so few of you are left, this school I will slowly to its climax. Only because of you.
Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things?
What?
to each other?
What?
Stop fooling around. Get the trial.
Don't watch my course. Let's get it started. I want never like to stay tuned for the action-packed class trial in this commercial break. I never heard on something like that. Okay, let's begin get to the assignment seats.
And something again. A deadly judgment. A deadly decision. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Save. Okay. Let's go. Cool and compose. Wait, can I do two? Finish the preparations. All rise. Here you go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine if you can figure out who, then only they will receive punishment. But if you everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Hiro is Hiro really the killer or is it Cleo? Okay, non-stop debate.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second.
Okay.
Everything we found in your room. Proof enough that you are the...
It's not true. It's
Hiro, why?
no. Just hold on a second.
Or the blueprints.
Everything we found in your room.
Oh yes, why?
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the...
It's not true. It's
Hiro, why?
no. Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room.
Up.
Shoot.
Okay, has to be blueprints.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, the...
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
You could think
Person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
You don't...
The only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
Suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it...
Who was the suit?
The one only be.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Avi was the... and we that suit.
There can be Hiro...
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
Sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being sued.
What reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around!
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
And the body was with this.
I got it! I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right? So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the...
I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. When Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, the move the butt mistaken.
Huh?
Nope. The blood trail. The blood on the wheel of the dolly, and the trail. The blood trail on the ground.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly
Yes.
was in the equipment doll moving room? X-ray discovered wait room. That it was in the room. Didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
I'm the only one who's been doing everything in these trials. Like everyone's
We have
tired.
all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Maybe true, but I'm the one who always finds out who the culprit is. Me. Loading. I'll just figure it out. Like I always do. I'll figure it out sooner or later.
Have it wrong. Not agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You have it. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch.
I don't know what's going on. It's been over a month last uploaded. This game, but since
I refuse to give up yet!
I'm not giving up. I have determination.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. Fool. Get you nowhere. Do your worst.
What is this?
You are a fool. Do already. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Pathetic. Agree.
This should...
God, that was difficult.
Looking for proof that the dolly moved it, we found the in the laboratory. One of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark dolly wheels. The probably dolly threw the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, Air's dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Plus, I didn't really notice that.
Well,
Really hate you
anyway,
that much.
that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get...
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the couldn't get back on how the body was transported. It will become immediately obvious.
What does he mean by that? The argument.
As we know, killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, but Tar loaded it onto the dolly and right?
Now, keep in mind have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. You could push the dolly no problem. So the killer just crouched down, body off to the...
If you just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly...
I don't think I realize anything.
Okay, I know what it is.
As we know, Taka was
killed and to the dolly.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
You're absolutely you push a dolly without. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I can't see my feet at all. But I'm supposed to eat like this. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Not to mention, you truly can't bend the waist either. It's pretty obvious, straight oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Right about that?
Seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
I got taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know. What do you think? Anyone care about this?
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you by yourself?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the hero in the robot suit, correct?
Just a second, if you please, him about the picture that I took. You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice? If whoever was in is not the culprit, how do you Besides, remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? So long as the individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same.
Yeah, that's gotta be...
Second!
Too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Shouldn't we explore every single possibility instead of analyzing things from every angle?
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Yes.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
We will get to find Yoko was when everything went down.
Look back at those we could start with this morning. Gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room, get Makoto and
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour. I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
that was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse and resumed for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor.
Someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Point we decided to 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
while we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. When we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
Thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now, let's get started, beginning with...
Okay, the contradiction anyway, Taka. Okay, that's fine. Debate.
Starting... I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
While his death came from a swing number 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Numbering of the Justice.
It's true that Hifumi
was killed while Taka's death
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So,
regarding, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was, know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
With the Justice Hammers.
It's true that
Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So,
regarding, I wonder if he, it was, we know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the just.
While Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
Shoot! Is the... I refuse to give up yet!
So, Taka's I want he died before he, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Shoot!
So,
regarding, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What he flew while
From a swing.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death, he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after? No, what order?
Because of the
numbering of the justice
hammers.
The death wing.
See? I'm after.
After?
Thing. Came last.
Say that.
The numbering of the just.
There we go.
There's no reason to assume were used in the same order as their numbers. It's just a killer tried to...
So you're to for Hifumi the
Watch. See? Look! It broke hands
Right. Nice to Benedict's the
True.
for select and simple service.
That's
Now, everyone's alibis for his murder go out because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall.
True in the case of our still true for Hifumi.
Flew together. Ran down to the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded streaming on a tape.
There's the.
I don't know.
Don't up.
All agree, since all clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right.
There's no could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared.
Now, fixated skepticals who start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said, body of disappeared her bit to carry much weight from the first floor to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way!
Well, there was a way to make the imp iffy.
The dead body moved?
Not ghost!
I don't think it has implying perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was... Weepy.
He was...
Are you alive?
Bodiment.
Announcement signals his discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, chance he was actually still?
It is impossible. He Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement had been found.
What?
Shoot!
Are you when found Hifumi in the nurse's office? He's still alive.
No, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body disappeared.
Are we really so sure about? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Shoot!
You saying that when we first there's a chance
he was actually...
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body
Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, Hifumi was dead, and you know that
the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Found Hifumi in the nurse's office, and he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead, and that is... Are we really?
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
That Hifumi's dead, and that is... Are we really? Announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
When we saw it, still alive.
Oh my god! I hate that purple letter!
No, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead, and that is... Are we really?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead, and that is... Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance still alive?
Hifumi, and you dead? Are we really into signals?
What? Annoying! What am I doing, you stupid game? Did every option. I'm getting sick of this.
I refuse to give up yet!
Oh my god. You're annoying.
You saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is... He was without a doubt.
That how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement, along with the rest of us. Been found.
I'm lost.
that when we first found there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the
body discovery announced. Hifumi's dead body.
It is the answer to...
First that, surely
You heard the body discovery announcement. His dead body had been found. And that is why the made
so sure about that. Announcement was intended to discuss...
Saying that when we...
Hifumi, there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard that. Is... Are we really...
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Saying that when we first found...
Was dead. You know that. Heard the body Hifumi's dead, and that
is why the...
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe
the announcement was intended
to signal...
Are you saying that when we first... There's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead is...
Someone else's discovery.
What is the answer?
Shoot!
I did every possibility you can.
That when we first found Hifumi
in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely
you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body
had... And that is... Are we really...
Maybe the announcement was in some discovery.
What is it?
Shoot!
Saying that when we first found there's a chance he...
If Hifumi the body discovery announcement, along with the rest of us, Hifumi's dead body had been found.
And that is... Are we really... Maybe the announcement was intended someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and
you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement, along with the rest of us. Hifumi had been found.
What is the answer?
Shoot!
Could that be possibility can? I hate this. We can one-shoot bullet.
Who's to give up yet?
Oh, that's wrong.
Dead body.
Announcement was someone else's discovery.
You saying that when we first...
And you know that how?
Surely discovery announced he had been found. Is why the announcement made.
Really
So sure. Me?
signal someone else's discovery.
Saying that first found you nurses off there.
No, you know that the body discovery...
How did that?
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
It's found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was
First of all, been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you, Suma?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only if more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty. He said when uttered for the first time. Even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then announcement...
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice. I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies. But it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. Giving both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have...
Reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! But
Logic. I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Where's the clock? These glasses. These glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste, his peer...
Next time...
Before and his body after being moved. Other than the change in how it...
Shoot!
Glasses. That would be...
Well, here's one thing we do know.
And the next time it was in the...
But when you compare his body...
Other than the change, there was no notable...
No, that's wrong!
Just in time.
Fact, there was a difference between Hifumi's office and the his glass. That fact alone was only playing dead in the beginning. Found Hifumi in the nurse's office. His glass found him again. They were spotless. And on the item he used to wipe them clean in the trash can. Glass is clean. This piece of cloth was used clean. But on the cloth is whose digital camera. course.
The character Princess Piggles. From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I doubt anyone brought something like this.
See your point, and the only people he saw.
This is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
So what you're
from a clean pair of glasses,
right?
That Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. Keep Dad alone. He wiped hands up and walked that. The impossible task of moving his becomes, wouldn't you say?
Be dead. What was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Urgencies.
Where? But he got crazy with it and had to wake up when an idiot.
At that point, it should be perfectly obvious whom Taka's.
You were all gathered in the nurse's office. He went to the took Taka's body.
Locked? Well, after the pier, we all went looking for them, right? So Mira headed for the repository. But when we got there,
and the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means and soccer repository already inside.
And it could only stashing Taka's body there.
It's just all he was dead, and when body to the rip wasn't just another victim. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe.
One more.
There's more?
This pointing to his involvement to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? He took off of Toddy.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away.
What?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his...
What? In his pants?
Yeah, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Maybe we need to escape. I thought about this. Else, for now, let's just keep it a secret for now.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? This one's a little in my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. This note isn't the Zero guy.
The same?
The kid in touch with another person besides... Got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out...
Understand what's going on, but... Right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out... They were drawing out... Just to be clear, TikTok and... is who... Oh, yes! Puppy had the note, right?
But remember what the note said.
Save.
Matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note 6 a.m., which same time, we've already proven that using his wristwatch. But look, note says to me, the equipment room, right?
Just where Taka was...
Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plain that this note definitely meant for Taka.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Same as me. The cold really is a cold-blooded way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, Hifumi do less?
Likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's after.
He stole it?
Where? Show us.
I got it! I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping up with paper. The sheet this piece came from is... I knew it fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Crap. And his note.
They're from the same piece.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of... There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died the note. Hifumi leaving behind only one small scrap. I get all that right?
Hifumi knew it was important.
Proves that he was an accomplice.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. No.
found him in the repository, Hifumi was and completely dead. The second body discovery and...
So then, killed Hifumi.
Did is the master, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. He must have been killed transporting body.
So, he must have been...
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for his body. None of us have alibis.
But me and Sock would calling us.
Anyway, when they were killed, thing that's been bothering me even more.
Might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
Weapon?
Because, I mean, according to the Monokuma file, Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the equipment room. Fumi was killed in the repository. The culprit would have had to one of the Fumi put the hammer where they found it. Wouldn't that be
illness after all?
Good and...
Oh, I don't understand either. Kuma file instruments. But if the other rooms...
So the question is, Brett have guns on either of the hammers?
Then...
Possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. Both killed with the same...
To kill Hifumi. Hifumi. Was it just the Justice Hammer 4?
Well, it was. The thing we have to... How was the culprit able to move around so freely? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5! Check out mercom/hammertime for more info!
One thing seems pretty clear. Be one of the Justice Hammers! And, that's about...
What was you?
How was the culprit? How did nobody Sounds like a Justice Hammer! Check out!
Well, that's...
Okay.
What?
How was the culprit? How did nobody Sounds like a Justice Hammer! Check out murdergear.com!
One thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had...
The weapon wasn't a justice...
Seriously?
The killer killed Hifumi in the repository were cups of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean. And the reason it had been scrubbed clean? Most likely murder. Hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood. Of course they it off. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat whoever made the Justice Hammers.
The wounds being...
Fumi moved Taka's the repository.
Was one who... Still think strange to assume someone was working together with him. The graduation fit together simply ludicrous. We talked about... Rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person actually can graduate, assuming holds true.
Is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies case, however.
Based on the rule laid out for us, more than one, only the one who actually possible will work together on this.
There's one murder. In this case, however, there were two murders.
Even if one person is complicit in the murder, actually carry and graduate holds true. Impossible.
More than one, only the one who actually
cares.
But that only really applies if there's murders.
Based on the rules, even if more
it is simple.
No! Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. If only one person can be murdered, an accomplice has no reward benefit.
Versus reward benefit?
Payoff for working together. The scheme point in being someone's accomplice is no benefit to you. However, if there are some potential mutual and cooperation becomes possible.
They're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to two separate murders.
I think that's what Hifumi. They would each have an crime. Based on the case, Hifumi would have been the first one murdering Taka. They made him carry out murder so he couldn't back out later on.
So Hifumi killed Taka.
So in this case, there wasn't one single committing multiple murders. each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. Only looked like one person because that killer designed it. A single suspicion each crime, creating one seamless set of circumstances. They made like one person behind it all.
The mastermind picked their convince him with their plan. And then to avoid accomplices killed, which it means part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just wouldn't be so cruel.
So, I can't help but admire its cunning. Their choice seems...
Beginning. Although, when we think about it, it's almost...
Stand accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the Fu Rings?
Numero uno!
People need a motor act of actions and motoring him. This isn't when considered that there's only one person who seems fit. You?
Was Celeste.
I really hate this. That I the idea that I would him. The
Brainsy, worthless, got it!
Clear, there is evidence to
So...
it was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. What we've learned further proves that the two of you were working together.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush, the adults are talking now. As he says, if we accept Fumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told was a lie?
After the nurse's office, began our search for this individual, correct? Too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? We headed to the second floor, specific to floor.
She let out a blood-curdling.
And when we'd all see what was wrong, what said?
What's wrong? Well, you. I saw. Screaming.
It was to get us to divide and so that we cover both bodies at the same time?
Split up.
Groups. How do you...
Well, and he for chance events suddenly become connected. And on of yours early on. To signal Hifumi. Your way of we're on the everything's recorded. What else would you let out?
Was only pretending to be dead. He'd been to make sure we wouldn't have any in our minds.
I don't believe it.
You were with Celeste when
I was sick. Bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She just saw a chance to help you at the nurse's office.
Isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and you agree, Celeste?
Yeah, what you mean?
Don't to the needle.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even myself when you first said it. Look, I can say that was doing. Thinking about what you said, Amy's body disappeared, and we returned to the nurse.
I remember her saying that too, but...
Then pay attention. Toko and I were first to discover Taka's body in the room. Then Makoto up and told us Hifumi killed. So Saki left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we Celeste, and the time we were, none of us said any Taka being dead. Think about it. Meant doesn't make
You're really
trouble under. You said you're any problem.
Okay, is to do no quietly.
I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. Must be positive. Die, we are going to... And...
It's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it, Celeste's comment?
It was... They must be standing around, frightened and confused, elated. All going to die. We are going to die. Just die.
And that's all.
So strange about Celeste's comment?
Just like that.
Shoot!
All I said was really enjoying the sight of us being around, frightened and confusedly elated. Going to die here. We are going to die. And that is
All it takes. What was so strange?
About Celeste's comment?
Ah.
all I said was they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. They're all going. We are going to die. And
This
then
guy.
And
all I said was
We are take.
strange about Celeste's comment?
That's not illegal. Come on.
all I said was they must really be standing around like we are all going to die. Going to die. Just like guys die.
Shoot!
I'm lost.
Must really. They're standing around and then confused, positively elated. We are going to die. Who's got?
I'm so lost. What even is it? Okay. No. You're not.
Is this... Used to give up!
Food.
All enjoy. They must be. We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's us.
No, that's not it.
They must really be enjoying the sight of us stand. They are going to die.
And all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Must round frightened. Only be enjoying the sight of us. They must be going to die. We are those guys
All
die.
it takes.
What strange?
Enjoying the sight of us. They must be
All it comment.
They must really be enjoying the sight. Must be we are us like those guys died.
That's not easy. Responsibility.
All it was enjoying the sight. Going to die here. We are going. Just like
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
They must really be of us sitting around, frightened, confused.
You know, so you just know that every possibility there is.
All I said was really be enjoying of us standing frightened and confused. They must be positive all going to die here. Die. Just like those guys died.
Shoot!
All I said was they must sight of us around frightened. They're all going to die here. We are going like
Takes to
they must really be enjoying the sight of us. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Those guys is up.
And that's all it
takes to strange about Celeste's comment?
All die here. We are going to die. Just like those.
Wrong.
Fucking time.
That's right. I'd have said, just like those guys died. None of us had told her Taka was dead.
And we didn't run into her after we were all out for any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room.
So how did you know Celeste had been killed? And how did you know they were guys? Because they had also disappeared, right? Had too.
Lying you about the suspicious person I saw. About the picture of the costume.
Seth, let's put the suit on.
Forgotten. You are the only fit into us. I happen to particular camera. In other words, it is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. I told you, right? How can this picture exist? What could you possibly mean by that?
Surer than the one you've offered.
No, there is no other explanation.
Another explanation.
Not a pic spec dragging Hifumi. I would say it's a picture of
Possibility. Being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi suit. We've simply been led to believe the other way around. And the strange, if you, of course, and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You made me out to be.
Such a thickly info. He allow me to. Ridiculous. He's standing perfectly. Was unconscious.
You tried to make me look like the bat.
In the picture, if the guy was unconscious. There's no way up straight.
Oh, there it goes.
No.
It's too early.
No, the person inside the suit were unconscious. Because that Robo Justice suit had a cert.
That's right.
I'm not, I think, beginning to be used.
Throw into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was.
Well then, I suppose.
Celeste? Clear, bro. Have you already forgot what Hifumi says he lay dying? When we asked him here, and I here, hey!
But my name isn't really Yasukaro!
Finger.
What the heck?
What do you mean by that?
Hifumi used to quote each of us.
Called us last
Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, ask him to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi's name of whoever killed it?
But the name he said applied to anyone.
Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that—
What? You just— false accusation. So far, I don't know what it. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, Sin. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes open up. My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Hifumi wanted to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
Who might...
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
Many times do I have to... Silver God! Man!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. You have...
No, that's wrong!
A handbook.
That's it!
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name.
This handbook is actually a file to a healthy school life suit.
So don't lose it. Set it up with the place your name and always make sure you have the right one.
So all we have to do is your handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please. Just
check. It's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Cross-examination. Okay, This. One. Cubist. That's not wrong. That's not bad. If I give me 4. This is near the beginning. That is backpack. No other backpack.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay, I hope I got this right.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Oh, first time got it wrong.
The killer is...
Okay.
You!
Got it.
Before anything, the killer a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced last night at 1 in the morning that someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo had passed Hiro off as the prime suspect. Knocked him out and into the look like while the killer used a digit of the They did all this, the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. Fumi killed him. The murder weapon was... The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. Next, they falsified 2 more assault incidents. These attacks, the first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second Lance Hammer 2 With these two incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the increasing the sun order aspect based on that. To a let out a scream to draw us back. We returned, that's what we found. They had been out searching on Taka's body at the same time. We naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. Hifumi once again situation, Bat had the chance he was waiting for. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of these disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who betrayed them. And they did it using an everyday hammer from the that should cover.
Not bad.
Celeste, you lose.
When forced to utter such words, they hang heck.
You admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I select Taiko Yasuhi.
Oh, you accepted it.
Kind of person lost. I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Most likely. Oh, an A, yay! 85, yay!
Anakuma. Oh, I suppend.
Open the peacock and the right bully. Hey!
What? It's because Fusui at this point are totally cool. Besides, Celeste Lulenburg. Or more apparently, Tiranko. I lost. Well, that sucks. I take a plan.
I knew it.
But you really did close the plan. I agree. I can imagine that would be imagined by so this time. But especially, Charity, don't make me laugh. I didn't how to use you know. I knew you know.
Indeed.
Never vote last. That's thank you. Mean.
Say
Ego.
what?
What? Please, out of the loop as usual. Use the Jack giving me the plan. Right after the meeting about for me a little visit. Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could get you alone. I thought it was stolen.
then
And I had to
Damn it!
How did he do it? I was supposed to yell at him.
as for me,
Asian!
He knew it was gonna I'm about to say something that was. What? I was. Wait. Please. If you play last night.
actually,
Taka planned to escape. So to escape.
What?
His target. Escape. You don't mean. Taka's
This is completely unforgivable.
honestly,
Not. Can't I?
I will!
Huh? I wait. Stone is for me. I believe without a second thought. The effect, both the power of love twisted as that can still drive people. Question for you. What strange caution? Yes, it's a real pain, but all I actually need to hide is a general body size.
But
first place. But why did
Let's see.
wait a minute, I made it like sure the stupidity was surprised in my expectation. My life must. I should.
Well,
I should do right, but when you explained everything, he told me how you thought of being dead. What do you mean? Let him live.
Okay with it?
That's simple. After he did a part of it, then one simple was death. You really believe that? Because I claimed that he put me with a plan. About this someone else. No doubt. No one will believe it. Maybe. Simple. Level of opportunity and fact when he ate it up. He believed the lie. Right up moment.
so in the end,
So you played him. So you planned to kill him all along. But of course. There's been no point in my plan. In that the one who planned to die would not end up dead himself. How can a human life mean so? That nonsense is simple. I did everything.
don't be mean!
So
I
much
wonder
fire.
about that.
No. You deserve the pleasure and the thrill about the hunt. Nothing like
Why?
that. Then you made it did you take it up call? Was it really just for the money? You ate up all of them $10 million Monokuma offered up. That is a lot of money. True, but that's not it. I mentioned a new life beginning
But
to escape. But all along you saying how you have this
You
agreement
little
deal.
bitch!
That was obviously I couldn't take that one. More and more, everyone else
You
here.
little
I
bitch!
wanted to get out every day was torture. You accepted a life without mentioning less than giving up
Honestly.
level. The only way I could do that is underground a whole gamble and risk my life to
As for me,
but dream of
isn't it
yours
wonderful?
to live in a European castle. A castle? a gentle, wholesome men. Small handsome men from all over the world. My gods. I'm gonna make them just like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I attain that, I would.
This is
Well,
fine.
this line. Where's my life? Only be my head and one goal. That was all my life was all about. Combined with my own winning from Lieutenant Monica's $10 million, I would make that dream reality. Monica.
There is nothing to be done.
Unfortunately, my dream been shadowed in the wind. Still, I had no regrets pushing my dream right to the very end.
Just
That's
the
why
worst.
You could crush me, but you sound so pessimistic. But you really able to kill someone when you only can if you kill innovator. You think nothing of sacrificing others for my own needs.
Do
I feel
you
nothing.
understand?
That's all there is to me. You gotta find out different about. It's simple, no room for
What is
understanding.
this?
That's we should be asking plus. No, then I can take pride in that. Other people I can consider that decision in consciousness. That's why I'm not feel
Indeed.
Detroit. I don't feel death. I don't feel death. Feeling the life. Remarkable.
Wonderful.
I think I'm back. Maybe at home.
Hey!
That statement itself must have been a final lie, and that weak smile faded. What?
Pew!
Black and
I prepared a punishment!
the ultimate game.
Then everything at punishment game!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold. What? Will it really give you the hope? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
boning. Okay. It's over. Thought execution is over. Plus death is over. Still of friends. Can't be her, but also it's too. And for him, just go along.
Isn't it just awful? It's in an outside world and more people have to die.
Extreme!
You're sure you're so still young and you're the choice of failure.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and more I thought of the guy's gonna pass. I thought you guys were gonna pass and just there.
What? I don't care about hope. I do care about hope. But throw the trash and let
Too
me out
bad.
of here.
You the emblem like it. And it's my destiny to knock you all down one by one. It's sad, yes, it is, but really just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. You can make us keep going. What do you want from us? God, I'm sick of you people asking me, give me a rest already.
So anyway, Kyoko, I did see you get some kind of type of key from Celeste.
Hey!
So what's the deal with that?
What?
What's
So
the
then-
matter?
I'll answer the question. Yes, what did you...
Hey.
What?
Answer me, what did you do?
Ooh, how exciting!
What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea anything about it.
Well, we checked.
Hello.
Okay, things are getting awkward. I think maybe I can enjoy the school life as long as you give me a shout out. Give me a shout. Then I'll do anything about
See
it.
ya later!
See ya.
Press end. Despair. Although it wasn't all despair. One small hope. Kyoko. Hey Kyoko, Monokuma mentioned it, but what's the key to
So-
save you? Most likely, the key to the dressing room in the lockers. And that means Celeste probably a idea. We left the courtroom and we rushed into the dressing room. Can I even end this? Go into the dressing room, Kyoko.
Hey.
Behind us.
What?
I know. That's going. Why are you?
Oh,
Do you even have to act?
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? Why risk the spy? You know. I'll go. Too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Standing here arguing can draw more
Goodbye.
attention to us. Do what you want to now. I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? You're gonna. So, Makoto, you and Kyoko gonna go together? That doesn't mean. I guess that.
Okay.
So, back right at the gate what he said.
go.
Yeah. Kyoko, you please listen. Not with what we saw.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Goodness. Those sounds it was like bottom out.
I did with such sex. I didn't say quiet until you turned. Oh, and
My files soon. So now the office is closed. Our incident is ended by, but we could make a second. Since there is we do try on your own here. Here you do all on your own at school. This is not right now. Something I don't even know. It's more void. Like what happened in vacation this time, you just appeared and we didn't see you. Again, with that warning, that explanation, you...
Indeed.
That's only natural, I think. The mess my I'm a spy. No, or even... Me? In absolute, I want you to tell me. When you tell me, you need to believe me too. Because we're friends.
It's
I
true.
Understand. Maybe I can believe you.
It's fine.
I'll tell you where I've been going here now. Tommy told me what blew my mind. Right after Kyoko told me the story, I decided to comfort what she told me by my own two eyes and wanted this nightmare to come to. And when I did, I went to action.
Correct.
Way back. In the boys' bathroom, she said. Okay. Yo. Huh. Moving back into the closet. I mean, seriously? I had a closet suddenly. Yay. Ah. Yeah. At the same time, I heard a sound. I fell through the wall. I know it was storage closet. Huh? I turned out back the wall to a rotating door and made me go to the other side. Like Kyoko said.
Correct.
And we both back into like a third closet. There's this room. So this is files, go through volume, book, all kinds of dust. Nice. Clean. Dust. Recently, my head. So I checked, look at this. Must not leave. It's kind of weird. I think it's leave. You must not. I can't leave. But you must not leave. What is this? It's funny situation. It's like deja vu. These words not leave. They seem something. I seen them somewhere before, but I can't remember. What I don't know. I a strange sound ringing out through my head. I felt shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started this all over. When I opened my eyes, suddenly it hit me. I got lost consciousness. That's all I understood. Dull thought. My brain too much at least. Not empty. Gone. Everything is gone. The yearbooks, students, virtues, yearbooks, the story, and everything. The note got out on the floor. Gone. What does this mean? My brain is confused. Don't know more what. The instant in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I have to go back to my room and get some rest. My mind out of thought, I drag myself to my bed, to my room. farther I walked, more I felt. Things are getting more like chin in front of me. I can't see my foot collapse on heel. Like that. Huh? From a distance, I hear the sound. It was faint, but the sound was coming from the gym. As I lift my head, the shine frame of the gym. My heart is hearing sound, stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing here in the gym. I didn't make a sound when I opened the door at the gym. Someone was coming inside. Meanwhile, only interviewed sound came much more. Before, we relied on nothing. No, not a sighted human. Sure, life was stop stealing and got to move.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare Tiny? This wasn't part of the deal!
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you, that I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I healing? A hostage? Could this be? That's when Spy is. Next. Okay! Yay! I'm gonna end up a chapter. 7 left. Yay! I can find. As a present. Image. System. Save. Double saving. That we save. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. It's 11.